The yokai series has a lot of Japan variants, which I call Nyans. So much so that I thought to myself, what if you were to try and beat these games with just these Nyans? Hello everyone and welcome to Yokai 2 Nyans Only. I really am taking too long with these, but oh well. If you didn't see the last video where I did this for Yokai 3, I'd highly recommend it before watching this one, but it's not necessary. The reason I'm doing these in reverse order is because 3 has the most and 1 has the least, so I thought it'd make things a bit more interesting. Anyway, here's the rules. 1. Only use Nyans. I hate repeating myself, but if you're not sure what counts as a Nyan, no, it's not every cat yokai, no, it's not just yokai with Nyan in the name. Here's a full list of Nyans in Yokai 2. Japan Thorn Nyan, Bad Nyan, Gold Nyan, Gold Nyan, Dai Nyan, Emma Nyan, Ruby Nyan, Seven Nyan, Tofu Nyan, Sugar Nyan, Fish Nyan, Master Nyan, Jack Nyan, Mel Nyan, Or Nyan, Kiwi Nyan, Green Nyan, Strawberry Nyan, Watermelon Nyan, Obi Nyan, Abseil Nyan, Master Nyan, Hopper Nyan, Dog Nyan, Wonder Nyan, Jet Nyan, Jiba Coma, Jiba Nyan S. I can use other yokai before I have a team of 6, but I'll try not to use them as much as possible. Also, I can't get rid of Autoba friends, but this time I will try and make sure they do as little as possible. Number 3. Crank Eye is allowed. There aren't nearly as many Crank Nyans as Yokai 3, but I'm still allowing it because it does give us access to a few useful Nyans. Number 4. Beat every boss. This is when I consider a Yokai game complete. With the exception of Psychic Blasters, as not only would it be very difficult,
it's so over. Oh, I had a rice ball.
One might possibly, potentially, maybe, perchance, perhaps, could be using an emulator, in which it doesn't work anyway. Also, I can't fight Rubius J in a hardy hand regardless. Number 5. No trading for obvious reasons. Number 6. Chat nicknames the yokai, but they must all be named after cats. I thought it'd be cool to have a theme for the nicknames for this series. Number 7. Daily yokai are allowed. Similar to the Crank or Blaster's T from 3, daily yokai make up the majority of Nyans in this game, so not allowing these would lock me up a whole load of Nyans. Number 8. If I die to something I shouldn't have died to, I have to spin the Wheel of Punishment, which lasts until the next boss. Just something new to shake things up a bit. Finally, I'm playing on Psychic Spectres and I'm using the exclusivity removal mod. With that out of the way, let's get into the run. The chat wanted me to play as Katie, which I'm fine with, as believe it or not, I've never played as Katie in these games before, so this will be something new for me. Just as Nate was called Nyate, we named Katie as Nyati. The game begins with killing Gin, erasing memories which technically haven't happened yet. Picking between bony and fleshy doesn't matter here, as no Nyans are locked behind either, so I let the chat decide and they went with Soul Donuts, which barely won. This non-suspicious shop that appeared out of nowhere gave us a watch, and we find Whisper from gambling outside. We then befriend our first yokai and first Nyan, Jibanyan, who we named Mittens. Now we beat up and befriend Bushido. Unlike 3, I can't get rid of Bushido, so he'll stay in the back, unused. I am forced to use a select a coin, so I just go with Rough Raff, who the chat was calling Larry as an unofficial nickname. Mr. E here is able to give us a select coin plus if you've taken a picture with the yokai cam in the first game. This fuses Jibanyan and Whisper and allows us to get Bucha Nyan named Bob, our second Nyan, still very early on. We rush through some key quests, then move on to the most filler chapter. Another auto befriend and that's really it. Now we head to the school, steal the keys, and fight Baku. Now the rest of the team is filled with auto befriends that we can't drop, so there's no avoiding using them, right? Well, if I continuously charge Swelton's soultimate, he won't act at all. Now this doesn't stop him from being hit, but luckily Baku somehow never targeted him despite yokai charging soultimates are normally always targeted. I ain't complaining though. This fight went exactly as it would were Swelton not there. It wouldn't have mattered anyway since I'd allow it, but still. Aye, look it's me. At the museum we do some more key quests, being Gates of Whimsy, Official Battling, and Fusion. We need to then head to Shopper's Row at night, where we can also find Thornyan and Badanyan, though we can only pick one. We went with Thornyan called Catty. Oh yeah, whilst editing this, I realised the exclusivity removal mod was actually updated a while ago, and now you can actually get both of them, so if you want to try this challenge on yourself, there you go. Wow, I sure hope nothing bad happens after we exit. I sure hope that the watch won't count down from 3 and then Oni will chase me. Oh no, I could have never seen this coming. We grab Mochismo for later and fight the hardest boss in the whole series. The infamous Gutsy Bones is the reason many players never beat Yokai 2. His voice,
"Do you have it?"
strikes fear into any Yokai fan. I was not prepared for how difficult this battle would be. It's not just that you infinitely just not letting him use his crows, it's just the fact he's so weak is really the problem. It's part of the problem at least. Like, look at that. No targeting crows. Fine then.
What's this?
Is Gutsy ready for this? Black capsule. Doesn't mean I can't do soultimate. I mean, I can purify now, actually. Look at that! I don't even need to do anything else. Just... Wow, such a hard boss fight. Using QR codes, I'm able to get items for daily yokai, as well as Nyans soultimate scrolls. The alternate salts honestly aren't that good, but I switch it to victory for now for fun. QR codes also let me get more coins for the crank, though there's only like 2 useful coins. With the Moon Excitement coin, I'm able to get Nyan, who we named Anubis. The only other useful coins are special coins, which has the highest odds for golden Nyan. This is literally all I use the crank for now, so just note I'm still doing my cranks every day, as I won't mention it unless relevant. Hey, at least I can use these guys to get rid of Autobot friends before we have 6 Nyans, and I got draggy. Well, that saves a lot of time later. Back to the story, we're off to Harrisville. Is that Izzy in the background? I mean, we are Greenfield, so... After following Niti's teleporting grandma, Chap made me fight a fruit Nyan for fun and just barely won. Yeah, we'll leave these guys for later. 3
very boring
key quests.
later.
We then unlock Miracle and come across Light Rain. Yes, this is scripted Light Rain. No, you can't do the quest now. The Infinite Tunnel is now unlocked. Similar to the crank, I will also be doing this every day for Malice, but won't mention it unless relevant. That's not at all, I'm a yokai, I don't get scared. But you know, yokai went to the bathroom. I mean, yeah, you do. Did you just forget about wall cap all of a sudden and Fidgetifant? What, me? Yeah, I could destroy with one eye closed. We'll see who prevails. I could probably destroy you with my eyes closed. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm literally not looking, I'm not touching the game. I literally have my eyes closed. I don't even know what's going on, I just hear the sound effects. We then fight the most memorable boss in the game, Mega Nyan. You guys remember Mega Nyan, right? Who wouldn't with his iconic attacks and voice lines? Truly one of the bosses in this game. Sorry to me under such odd circumstances. Interesting, however, first our whole Nyan floats in the air. Really? I had no idea. Thank you, Whisper. And they said they got rid of Smart Whisper. Having Horror Nyan so prevalent in the main story is like dangling keys for this challenge. Like, when are you gonna befriend me? Oh, what's that? Oh, it's a QR code daily yokai in the postgame. Oh, of course, of course. Is there any reason? No? Right, just checking. Horror Nyan then steals a time stone from Sonic CD to bust a rhyme to rewind time. In Old Springdale, we do some key quests for watch parts. At the Ironworks, we encountered Knick-Knack? Is this ever explained? What is the deal with this guy? He can't be Master Nyada, surely, since we know what his human form looks like in Yokai 3. Though I guess yokai can't have multiple human forms. Still though. Maybe I just missed something. I am a Yokai fan after all, I don't know how to read. Maybe he is Nyada. Wait, what about the house that was there in Yokai 1? The series has so many unsolved mysteries. So do you have it? He said the thing! Do you have it? Anyway, we go all the way back to Springdale, activate the Machismo Baffleboard, and grab the Hecapino. Meanwhile, the chat was spying trans flags for the apparent new cult, the Trans Cult, whose main yokai is Pepion. We headed back to the secret base and onto Chapter 6, where we are immediately greeted with more key quests, and so we rescue Nomi, Faux-Kappa, Palisol, and Predictable. All that's left now is Mermaiden. If you've seen my previous challenge runs, you'll be no doubt familiar with my history with this quest.
You all know how long this took me to find Wigglin, Steppa and Riv? Half an hour. I was so tired of this that I just moved on and decided to get flashback later. This is when Seaside Cave started feeling like a living hell for me. One yokai can't take that long, right? Frustrated with this stupid... You can tell I really love this game. Guess what we're doing? Hi! Hooray! I love this game. Can't you really tell that I really love this game? Screw this, okay?
I was not looking forward to this. Here I come, San Fantastico! For this quest, you need 3 yokai from Seaside Cave, with a 4th one needed for later. Now, my luck so far has been admittedly pretty good, getting Egg, Mochismo, and Draconyan first try. Why, that sounds familiar. So, will history repeat itself? Alright, let's start the grinds. Alright, moment of truth. Will we get one first try? Let's find out. We do? Okay, we got Rith. The hardest one. We're gonna get Wiggling or Steppa now. Got another round and cover that. See, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? See? Alright, Wiggling. It's now your turn. Alright, let's see. What is this luck? Okay, well. I mean, I'm not complaining, I'll take it. I mean, maybe this is normal luck, and I just got extremely unlucky last time. Step, I know it's your baffle board, don't need to chase me though. Oh. What's this? First try. And like, oh, come on. And it seems that this... it seems that people just went with that the most popular one was. Which could be the correct one. No. Okay. Who does? I thought everyone knew that. Not interested in either. Wait a sec. This is contradicted by a quest in this very game, isn't it? I'm gonna take any chance I can. Flashback. Hearts. Wait. Hearts? Okay, we got Whisper the Hearts. Wait. Please. Oh! Okay. No, actually. The whole dancing trio first try? Just in reverse order that I need them. What is this luck? Surely this means there won't be another yokai later on that takes an extremely long time to befriend. Now we fight Light Rain guy, Cap'n Crash, who is actually pretty easy. You rescue Mermaiden and watch the most useless cutscene, and back to the base to fight Ken again, who also weren't too bad. Now on to, Chapter 7. The one where the weather takes a weird route. We see Jibanyan's sad backstory. That's lame. Here you go. Is that a chocobar? Amy. What are you doing? You know, there's always the argument like, oh yeah, Jibanyan's dead, so it's fine if they chocobar, but like, they just show him eating one when he's just a cat. Like, huh? The reason he's yokai? Yeah, Amy, what's going on here? We get the memory chime from this quest, which is a really good equip for Jibanyan and Jibanyan S. The other
2 very boring
key quests.
Later.
Okay, so generally what happened to the bike from the first game? They act like Nyati never had a bike in the first place, so you can't say they just sold it. But I think I have a game theory as to what's happening here. Skip here if you don't want to hear me ramble about this. I think the Yokouch games have a split timeline, one with Nate and one with Katie. Now, in Yokouch 3, we see a series of quests where we visit Katie's timeline, and aside from the events of the quests, what other major difference is there? That's right, Whisper is smart. And where else is Whisper smart? That's right, Yokai Watch 1. So what I'm trying to say here is that Katie's timeline starts off in the Yokouch 1 that we play, continues onto an alternate Yokouch 2, where Whisper is smart and we presumably don't get another bike, and then the alternate Yokouch 3 that we see in those quests. Nate Yokouch 1 is more similar to the anime in Yokouch 2, where Whisper is less smart and Jibanyan presumably plays a bigger role, and he doesn't get a bike. So, in Nate's canon version of Yokouch 2, he'd be getting a bike for the first time. And this is how we explain any other inconsistencies between the first 2 games, such as the Jumbo Slider, Hot Springs, or other things that only exist in 2 and 3. Since we never see Springdale as Katie in Yokouch 3, we can only assume that it's the same as Yokouch 1. Ramble over. Back to the game. We make it through average UK weather, except for right now it's bloody roasting, and fight iClone. This was by far the hardest fight so far. We only have 4 yokai and does a lot of damage to us. Luckily, we also deal a lot of damage to him via multi-target soultimates, so it didn't take too long. Also had this weird bug where the HP didn't display for some reason. Broken Umbrella might genuinely be the most pointless auto befriend. Who is using this E rank who doesn't even evolve this late into the game? No clue what they were thinking with this one. Now is a perfect time for the digital exclusives since they come at level 30, and chat had been begging me to get them. Here comes the fun part of befriending. Boy do I miss Forbidden Fruit already. Luckily, it only took a few tries to befriend Sailor Nyan named Luna, Robo Nyan F named Gautiern, and Macho Nyan named Litten. Sailor Nyan is one of only 2 healer Nyans in this game, believe it or... Now, it's not necessary, but I think you'd agree that having a healer is better than not having one, and considering how the other one is obtained, yeah, she's kinda really important. Macho Nyan is a great physical attacker with an amazing skill, and Robo Nyan F is, Robo Nyan F. He's alright. We replaced Mittens, unfortunately. It was chat's decision, don't blame me. And we now have a complete team of 6. Now we partake in the Donut War, siding with the Flashies. This also calls a civil war in the chat. Most of these battles were a cakewalk with these new Nyans. I don't think I would have made it past Panda though if it weren't for QB. Arachnis was pretty tough as usual. How dare he like custard donuts more than cream donuts? Can you believe this guy? He knocked out most of my cats, but Robin and F came in clutch at the end. It seems we're done with the crank now as I managed to get Golden Nyan named Kate Sith. Bye bye Bob. Whisper turns into one of my viewers. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Why is there 2 watch logs here? You've got a D one. Like, oh okay, now we got a nope, you need a B. What is the point in that? We grab the A rank watch and complete Nyada's trails 4, 5, and 6. How many occasions in Japanese will give you $30. Jibanyan. There you go. If you're looking for one that's not the same in English, Jinmen Kan is mainly most Japanese name. I know a lot of Japanese names. Aka Oni, Ao Oni, Kuroi Oni, Child Moxie. A common wing, another 5 memberships. Yo. Moxie. Wild Heart with $30. Wait, I forgot you said $30. $30 just because I said Jibanyan and some other commonly known Japanese names and Japanese yokai names. Yo, $30. That's like the most anyone would donate. At least that once. Thank you. Okay. Well, yeah, the fruit Nyans out. Yeah, I will. That was the muncher. Wild Harpy, 5 gift memberships. Yo. What? Okay, who's it gonna be? A common wing, 10 more. I think that might be enough for, Why? I mean, I appreciate donations, but you don't need to do that much. Okay, hell. Now, before we get locked in with Kid Springdale, I wanted to get the Fruit Nyans, which come at level 50, which could save grinding for Dame Dedtime. Grinding Fruit Nyans, can I name them? In Japanese, I will do 50 gift subs. I've got to do it. I'm sorry for the couple of people who had names. I'm sure you'll be fine. At least one is fine? Alright. One is all I care, okay. There we go, there's Strawberry, 1 down. Oh, so this is the one we're naming normally, and then the rest Japanese. Ready for 50 gift subs, that's insane. Yeah, okay, and the rest we'll name in Japanese. Or I'll give them their Japanese names. Oh, there we go. Alright, well. Suika. You're part on the classic UI? Funnily enough, I did. That's what Save File did this replace. Not done it on stream or anything. 50 memberships, there they are. Oh man. 50 memberships. This is quite a lot of memberships. We're up to like 100 now, I think, in total, counting the other 10 you gifted. Oh, I'm seeing people I recognize. People in chat. Wait, I see you guys. Question mark. Oh, yo, let's go. The people in chat. I don't know why I'm doing it now, but let's go. Wow, it's still going. So many. I mean, I know you said you do, but it's still unbelievable. 50. 50. I know that's thinking 50. Is that them all? I think that's it. 50. Jesus. Common Wing, thank you so much. 50. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I come across as not appreciative enough. I just don't really know what to say to a lot of this. Yo, JKNJ, KJBH, JKNK. Another member. Almost Tom, and I forgot the other one. Oh, Untitled Goose Guy, okay. I'm getting a bunch of non-gifted memberships as well, nice. Another Federal's calling. Reason why I did 50 cells because I love fruit Nyans in order to really watermelon or then strawberry. You donate a lot and give a lot of memberships. Thank you so much. We can. Well, here goes, I think it's Nyan. And 20. Another round of memberships, 20. Another 5, okay. Oh, Maron with an H, okay. Maron, yeah. Another 10, you've just done another 10. Another 5 from Common Wing. I'll read it in a second when Common Wing's Aaron Callan, it's okay, already got on link, so name it. Ah, well that's very nice of you. Alright. Helmet is done. Alright. Oh, I just realized, yeah, great, we meant to be Grave Nyan. It's fine, we can get a Waza. I remember where you go. Waza, if I remember correctly. Golem was with fuck, I swear if I get Minochi from this. What did I say? What the... There we go. There is. Okay, what the actual... I very much appreciate all donations, and to this day, this is absolutely mental. Huge shouts to Common Wing. Also, I'm a ramble again for a bit, skip here if you don't care. So you might have noticed, in the clip, that I was going insane over the fact that people in chat got the membership. And thought, well, isn't that how gift memberships work? You'd think that, but not only do you need to manually turn them on, but 9 times out of 10 it's complete randos who you've never seen in your life. Oh, so it must be random subscribers then. Wrong again. Apparently you don't even need to be subbed to receive gift memberships. What? Oh, so why don't people just choose who to give it to? On YouTube, that's not a thing for some reason. I get 10 free gift memberships every month, and I could probably count the amount of not randos on one hand. It's a terrible system, but if you want to donate to me for whatever reason, it's still better to use gift memberships, as that also benefits others, even when they probably have no clue who I am. Just wanted to rant a bit and inform others of how nonsensical the system is. So, we use the hose to defeat Unfairy and get transported to Wicked Springdale. We unlock the long overdue Murdoch's battleboard and defeat Unkind, Untidy, Unpleasant, and Unkeen. Well, you know what time it is. It's dedtime. Dun dun dun. Will my newly acquired cats be enough? Mike? Oh right, Mike's not here. I can. Close enough. Play the montage. Okay, so that wasn't great, but they did it. 1-0 to the Nyans. The best fight in this game thankfully doesn't count, and fun fact, these guys can't die, so don't waste your food items on them. Seeing as how round 1 went, I put Luna back on the team for round 2. Let's see how they do this time. The strats are simple, let dedtime level steal the ones we won't be using as much, then switch and fully focus on her. Okay, so that didn't go to plan. The problem being that since I was using the fruit Nyans, her minions were also level 50. The score is 1-1 now. By switching to weaker Nyans for the level steal, this should in theory be easier. Also, if you thought to yourself there, shouldn't you be spinning the punishment wheel? You'd be absolutely correct, but I kinda forgot here, and there's another moment later where that also happens. So, challenge failed, I guess, but oh well. Bit late now. We do spin it though at some point, I will tell you that. And with a somewhat scuffed team and strategy, we did it. That's 2-1 to the Nyans. But we're not done yet. As we all know, Yokart's final bosses have a second form. Time to fight Dane Demona with the Fruit Nyans and Luna. Mikan, the montage. That wasn't so bad. With Dane Demona defeated and Springdale saved, that concludes the main story with 14 Nyans. Not actually that many. Oh, what's that? You're confused at why the video is only half over?
Don't make me tap the sign.
I also mentioned it earlier if you weren't paying attention. The first thing you should do in any Yokai postgame is get the S-Rank watch, since a lot of things are locked behind it. Though I do often forget, I remembered this time, so I did just that. Just a simple beat 3 Yokai, nothing special. There are two things, or I guess two Nyans, I wanted to get next. Horror Nyan and Shogun Nyan. Chat being chat though obviously wanted me to get Shogun Nyan first. Thankfully, we already have half the gateway Yokai, meaning we only need 4 more. Those being Kaden, Dismeralda, Boohoo, and Insomni, which were mostly easy to befriend. And here he is, arguably the best Nyan in the game, Shogun Nyan, now known as Faints. Remember what I said earlier about Horror Nyan? Well, now it's time for that. At least give him a quest or anything. I ended up getting him second try, thankfully, and named him Tofu. My befriending luck has been pretty good so far this run. Let's hope it stays that way. So what now? It would be smart to do like the Yokai 1 bosses, since they're lower level, and I honestly should have done them during the story. Is that what I did? Nope. My big brand thought it'd be a great idea to go to Gera Land first, as that's what I've done the last few times I've played this game, and it unlocks easy grinding. Then I realised we were very underleveled, so I did the Whispery lesson quest for some extra XP, since we need to do them anyway for Kingin and Bronzel. Now let's fight Head of Steam. I'm sure it's fine, what could possibly go wrong? I mean, yeah, it's probably doable, but we are not dealing nearly enough damage at the moment, and it would take way too long if I continued at this level. So I grinded everyone up a bit for round 2. Like, I could have literally done anything else, but no, it has to be this one first. Anyway, we did beat him this time, but god, he had spirit so much. It was very close due to damage in spirit to me running out of good healing items. You know, maybe it wouldn't have been fine before. Now we unlock Garagara Land, Paradise Springs, and Wolf It Down. Also the Happy-Go-Lucky Express for easier grinding. So as you're on your crouch too, if you're playing Psychic Spectres, then the Happy-Go-Lucky Express. Just go in now and reload until you get it. And then you fight all the days on there for a bunch of XP. Garagara Land. Which I'm officially taking too long. What? Speaking of... yeah, how'd you get XP in this game? This is how you get XP. Interesting. Oh, it's Persevere. I didn't know he was in this game, wait. It's Persevere. I didn't know he was in this game. Well. We're then doing Nyada's prequel trials. One was easy, like Chrysler battling Eyesore. So it'll be fun. Hey, where's your eye? It's there, are you blind? Are your eyes fake? 2, not so much. Nyada's Trials 2 requires us to befriend the Muncher. Sounds easy enough, right? Well, here comes a turning point. Up until now, most yokai have only taken me a few tries at most to befriend. Here is where my luck runs out. The Muncher thankfully only took about 10 minutes to befriend. Nyada's Trials 3 has us try to befriend the Nyan himself. No, not me. Master Nyada. This is where things really went from minor inconvenience to absolute insanity. That is, when I'm able to beat him. Why is it, it's the one time I get the Wisp of the Hearts, where I probably wouldn't have gotten him anyway. That definitely can't for the wheel, I think. There it is. Let's see what we get. Oh, great. Okay, well, I've been waiting for this one. This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna add the images, and we'll see what we can do with them. What if I just had one that's just, you know what? Who better to block the top of the screen with than Nyada himself? There we go. That works. Let's circle it. You know, let's add these. In case anyone asks what we're doing. I bet a lot of people are so confused right now. They've just come in and just seen this. Can I use? I can't see his health bar. Okay, all the better. What could be causing this lag? I can't think what. Before it's time to say bye bye to everything else. Alright, should be lagging much less now. I'll add more Nyadas. Then the Millstone's actual Nyada, you know, that's a good idea. This was like light rain all over again. I tried anything the chat threw at me for luck. Mashing B on any possible thing I could mash B on, various guarantees from the chat. Meanwhile, they were having a Strawbunyan versus Melonyan war. Fun. I like befriending. This is very fun. It won't, but there's a chance. I'm mashing B for a guarantee as well, and of course it doesn't work. Why would it work? Why would it ever work? Why would I ever prefer Nyada? This is fun. I'm enjoying this. Grinding Nyada is fun and not annoying. This is great. Please, Nyada. Befriend me, you must. Maybe I should stop talking like Yoda. No. Work, the guarantees did not. Favorite food, I gave him. Poke him, I did. Wisp, I popped. Yeah, this went on for like 2 hours before loafing again, he is. Tiger Meow I shall use. bet he is. This attempt, he will not befriend me. Finally! Oh, befriend me he did. Name him, what will we? Hide the bottom Master Nyada I will, so I can read the dialogue. Also, Nyada has a suspiciously Sith lightning-shaped soultimate. Is he hiding something from us? I went to Mystery Way to quickly knock out Goldie Bones to get rid of the white Nyadas. Now we do some Yokai 1 boss quests that really should have been done earlier, and I promise I will do these during the story whenever I do another challenge run of this game. Was fought to the school at night. In the women's hot spring? Okay. That f***ing spider that I hate in the school at night. In Nocturne Hospital. After finding out his tragic backstory. In the non-existent construction site. In Gourd Pond Museum. In the old mansion.
The big one!
In Catfish Pond. And in the abandoned tunnel. Also, Nati and Whisper act like they've never seen these guys before. I highly doubt Kennigan would erase memories of these random yokai, so maybe in the alternate Yokai one, these bosses were never fought. Also, we were discussing what yokai could kill you, and I realized yokai would be very dangerous in real life. Just about any of them could kill you under the right circumstances. Pandal could make you careless whilst like driving or something. Wazat, whoops, I've forgotten how to not die. Hungramps, overeating. Signibble could stop life support. Spent, well, there's no money for food and water since I spent it all in random crap. Bob, what if you lose your if these go missing in the dryer you die socks? Gush, makes you bleed to death. You know, that one's kinda obvious. I feel like maybe the Bespocrates class were trying to show that. You know, no nothings in spirit seemed instant enough until you realised that's why they lost the war, because the Whisperer was spewing a load of shit like Google AI. I took a train right to the end of the Infinite Tunnel for the last time in order to fight Malice. I didn't bother targeting the wood as we're strong enough where it doesn't affect us too much, plus he doesn't really in spirit so there's no reason to switch anyways. I grinded 99 gate globes off stream to unlock the big gates. What's annoying though is you need 105 total, so we did a couple more gates to finally have enough for them all. The first continues to prove how bad I am at the can kicking minigame. I easily speed through the second, the third is just Mario 64, and fourth I get awful befriending luck, plus we get Merkel who we need for later. Ifun killed a couple of yokai, but nothing we couldn't handle, since we used the hose. Back to the yokai world now, and everyone's fighting over it. Clearly, this is what Gutsy Bones and his recolors ask us about. So what exactly is it? Why, it is a big one. And also curry bread. These guys were fighting over curry bread. We needed to do this so we can access this battle board from Merkel, where we can fight McCracken, who I think bugged out here. Nyan does what no Yokai fan could ever do, read, and turns into Dark Nyan. This could be you if you read the description before asking question. Just ignore everything else he does. Dark Nyan is a very important Nyan. Not only is he one of my favorites, he's a good inspirator which helps for befriending yokai. Oh yeah, and he has a skill which dodges soultimates, but that's a minor thing, I'm sure it's not that important. We got him second try and named him however you say this. It sure is a mystery way. Mystery way is what we do next. There's a few bosses here. You can give us a wee montage. Now, I know what you're thinking. The gem Nyans. You get gem Nyans here. Go for the gem Nyans. And to that I say, first off, do you have any idea how tedious it is to reset Mystery Away, especially with that low odds? Secondly, there isn't even much point anyway since I wouldn't use them. Eminyan is the only one that would be of any use. Having a second healer is very helpful but not necessary. Eminyan! Oh, that... Okay, of all the Jamians, this is Eminyan might be useful. Don't know if I will use him, but we have 2 healers now. That's a pleasant surprise. Don't know what that is, but... There we go. You really can't make this up, huh? I then spent too long trying to get Enterfly for this quest, which we need to do in order to get the next Hermione autograph, which then lets us do our next quest. Jibanyan moves out and clones himself. Twice. Like, I don't get how you're supposed to tell the difference. They both look and act identically. Destroyer must be really good at this. Oh yeah, Destroyer, that's our next boss. Thankfully, he isn't as good at disguising his objects, so I'm easily able to stun him before he attacks us, with his big bells. Now we can get my personal favourite Nyan, Jibakoma, on the second try. He's Jibanyan, but he has a friend inside him. Next up is some Directator quest. We got some actors, aka most of the adult humans which can see yokai, and chase them around Garuland as gargoyles. This, along with the Wispocrates quest earlier, unlocks Tamer of Time, where we find out Dame Deadtime's backstory, unlock Sawayama Castletown, and most importantly, fight Kingin and Bronzel in the Infinite Inferno. The straps that I use, at least, is to leave Bronzel for last, as attacking him boosts both the others. I got rid of Kin first to stop our previous archenemy, Rocks. Obviously once one of them is down, I don't use soultimates, in case one of them pulls out a time stone whilst it's charged so I can't target it. Standard Kin and Gin stuff. These guys are pretty strong. Despite immediately taking out Kin, Gin still has water and ice, which a good amount of our team is weak to. Once Gin is down, it's smooth sailing from there. Bronzel then busts around to pause time. Reminder that these guys stay like that. Now I think about it, that's a pretty horrific fate. Back to the past now for another Psychic Spectre's boss, Infinipede. His gimmick is that he spins it around and around. Though the constant in spirit is what makes him difficult. What are you saying? I will never die. As the years go by. For our last Nyan in the run, it's the one you've been waiting for. Another one of the best Nyans in the game. It's the one I've held off getting because it comes at level 80. That's right, it's Nyat JP Jibanyan S. It took a wee bit, but we got him, and called him Derpy. I also gave him the memory chime. You've also probably been waiting for the Infinite Inferno and Divine Paradise. So, here we are. Big dungeon with a bunch of bosses. I think this calls for a montage. Hang on, I just want to pause for a moment. Whilst editing this, I was, obviously making the montage, and I was looking through these animations in slow motion, and I noticed that Dr. Nogut and Dr. Madaman, they start off by what seems to be landing after a jump, which is quite a cool detail considering how Madaman jumps at you before the battle. So yeah, there's a fun fact. You know, whilst we're here, let's do a quick cat cradle attempt, because why not? And yeah, we are nowhere near ready. Also, I only did this since the chat agreed it wouldn't count as a proper loss. There's not much left now. We just have what I'm calling the big 3, or I guess 3 out of the big 4 would be more accurate, but we aren't doing the 4th as stated earlier. It grinds up all the nyans we could potentially want to use, as well as grabbing useful souls. Also, the wheel's done now, since the big 3 would probably be near impossible if I spun it. First up is the Strings of Fate herself, Cat Cradle. I don't want to go too in depth here as I'm saving that for a remake of the hardest bosses video where I actually know what I'm talking about. But basically, she does a ton of damage, acts faster than the speed of light, had fusion in spirits, and locks your yokai wheel. So here's the updated team. Feint is obviously an amazing physical attacker who I've given the Demuncher Soul, which increases the chances of crits, which goes really well with his skill. Blitten, just like last time, acts as a strong physical attacker as well as a pseudo-tank if needed, with his skill Persistence. I've given him the Soldier Soul to prevent loafing. Kate Sith is our main tank with the Stinging Soul so they get targeted. They also famously have a really good soultimate, giving all stats up to all 3 yokai, filling a similar role to Burly last time. I may as well take advantage of the fact I have 2 healers, so I have both Luna and Elmira. I've given them both the Nurse Tungus Soul and Anti-Heart Soul respectively. They both give max healing to adjacent yokai. Luna's Healer Moon gives even more healing when she's in the back. Finally, Derpy. Like Feint, he's a very good physical attacker, but skill makes it so that he gives and takes more crits, hence why he's with the 2 healers, that and Tribe Unity. I've given him the Pain Soul, which increases crit damage. I've also given him the Soultimate Nyite. Also, now's a good time to mention that our main healing items are fresh urchins. I know non-burgers are cheaper, but when a Nyan's favourite food isn't choco bars, it's seafood, so we'll be better off using fresh urchins. Well, out of the way, let's just go right into it. The strat here is to start off with these guys and use Gold Thunper immediately. If she does Sticky Thread, just hope that she doesn't also do Puppet Strings and target the left and right eyes, you know, the usual cat strats. Heal with items when you can, and you know what, you can, just show them a montage. Yeah, okay then, like 4 attempts later we beat Cat Cradle. What other challenge runners do you know that beat Cat Cradle in their runs? Please, if you're a challenge runner and watching this, at least attempt all bosses. It makes things so much more interesting and fun. I want to see what strats people come up with for Cat and the others. The second of the big 3, the 8th of his kind, the performing robot, not that one. He's the one, the king of only, the great Kabuking. Despite this, he is by far the easiest of these. He's one of those where team or strat doesn't really matter as long as your yokai is strong enough, so I decided to put Friend and Doggy Hand back on for fun. It's still difficult during the fight, but I never find myself losing to him unless I'm underleveled. Shall we see if that streak continues? We can. and as expected, first try. Before we get to our final boss, we need to quickly go through most of the boss rushes. Lying at the end of the irate 8, our final challenger appears, Boss Rush Orcanos, the most strategy heavy of the three. He two-shots most yokai and you can't use items. So what can you do? The strategy I normally use kinda splits the team in half, the main and the backup. The main consists of strong physical attacker, tank with stinging soul, and healer. The backup consists of a yokai with a soultimate dodging skill, a backup tank, and a backup attacker if the main tank dies. It shouldn't really matter what yokai you use as long as they're strong enough. This is who I use on my main, and coincidentally it's already half Nyans. Sub in the other three and boom. Start out with your main team and let them do their thing. If he starts charging his soultimate, switch to the backup team and start charging your soult on the soult dodging yokai, so they get targeted and no damage is done. If the main tank dies, switch to the backup attacker and tank. Do not give the backup tank a stinging soul however, as that means a soult dodging yokai can't be targeted. Instead, indefinitely charge their soultimate. What I remembered during this is that if a yokai guards, they will remain guarding when charging their soult, so it is optimal to indefinitely charge the soult of the main tank once they start guarding. So technically you don't even need a stinging soul if they guard immediately and you also get a wisp immediately. This fight isn't very interesting or montage worthy, so here it is sped up. I didn't have to, but I did the final 4 because I may as well. And now I can say we have completed Yokout 2 Nyans only.
But there's more!
You might remember from Lightning only that I unfortunately wasn't able to beat Boss Rush Orca. And in that video, I proposed a challenge to you guys.
So, that's why I challenge you, yes you, the viewer, to beat Boss Rush Orcanos with only lightning attribute yokai.
So, do we have a solution? Yes, obviously, I wouldn't have this segment if not. Just like this video, it's long overdue, but a huge shout out to Tycoon and Ochet for coming up with this. Hello there, so, here's the team. I believe Tycoon helped make the team, and Ochet actually, did it, actually beat Orcanos. So, here we have, so we've got Gilgros, we've got Golden Nyans, and we have a Dumbcap. This Gilgros is going to be doing attacking, and he has the, let me check the souls. So basically, yeah, Gilgros is going to be attacking. Also, by the way, I just named these randomly. Feel free to give them names in the comments. But we've got Gold 1 and 2. They're going to be, I believe, it said for them to be helpful. So, Gilgros and Gold 1 and 2 have the Stealth Soul, and Gold 3 and 4 have the Start Soul. They're going to be the ones guarding, and they're going to be tanking the hits. And Mad Hatter has 2 Nurse Tungus Souls, so yeah, so he's going to be the one recovering HP. There's probably like some detail I've got wrong, maybe some of these guys' attitudes or whatever, but we're doing it, you can't really complain now. Right, so we never actually beat Garg, did we? So, let's go and do that. Alright, so I believe the strat is to go like this, so gold 3 or 4 will take the hits. And there we go, there's guard defeated. And now we have Ogre. I'm sure if there's anything I got wrong. I mean, this is working regardless of whether I got anything wrong, but I'm sure Tycoon or chat will make a comment on this video. Anyway, here he is, Ogre. And there's Ogre done. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. Orcanos. Same strats as before. And there we go. Yokai Watch 2 Lightning Attitude Only finally comes to a satisfying conclusion. Once again, shout out to Takino no Chat, and here's the outro. Another Nyans only video complete. Once again, apologies for these taking too long. Only 2 more to go. Honestly, these are very fun to do, and I can't wait for the next challenge once these videos are done. Once again though, if you can't wait, the streams are all there if you want to watch them. Shoutouts to members Tycoon Boat, Metal Flint, Opal Kitsune, Epic Alien, The Lotus Flower, Hat Guy, Low Quality Sam, Common Wing, Untailed Goose Guy, Noble Samurai, George Sanchez, CHZ Gamer Arlet, Glitching AUs, Polly Francis, Totally Not Waits, CG User, Urui Chief Challenge, Riot, Squirrels, Charles, JV23490, Rando6647, Little Panda 7914, The Jaron 1, Katie Flying 2023, Valerio Cava Sassy, I hope I said that right, if you're even watching this, because these are probably a bunch of randos that got gifted memberships. Real Snivy 0675, IMBJ8KV, Pookevil, and Andrew Ashley. And I'll see you in the next one. So, about this next WAV file. That would be funny though. Maybe I put it in the video. Oh, black capsule, golden yan, golden yan. Oh, let's go. Okay, okay. Yeah. Night I'm out and healing.